Namaste and welcome to your Read With Me Yin Yoga practice. This is day 7 of our Merry and Mindful series, and I'm very happy that one of these days fell on a Saturday so that we can stick with our usual Read With Me Saturdays together. My name is Jillian and I'm honored to be guiding you through this class. In these classes, we hold different yin yoga postures for about 5 minutes and we read our own books at the same time. Go ahead and make your space really cozy. Get into your comfiest Christmassy clothes. Maybe light a candle. I'm going to turn on the fire. Have a tea. This week, I am drinking a chai cinnamon tea. And I'm reading Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. When you're ready, we'll just get started in a comfortable seat and take a couple of breaths to set the tone. Relax the shoulders down, maybe close down the eyes or just have them downcast. And starting to lengthen each breath. And thanking yourself for making it to your mat and for giving yourself this time, for enjoying the moment, the Christmas season. Our first Yin Yoga posture is going to be a half butterfly. And so you're going to extend the right leg out long in front of you and have your left foot to the inside of that thigh. Now don't force your body directly to be over the leg. If you fall a little bit more to the center, that's okay too. Feel free to bring a block underneath your right knee. If you're feeling this a lot in your low back, then this block will help. Otherwise, allow yourself to drape over the thigh. Let go of any of the muscles that are really trying to force you down and just enjoy yourself here.
You can start to lift yourself up. Keep your head heavy. Bring your hands to the mat and start straightening your arms. Bring your hands back behind you, leaning back, unrolling through the spine, and opening the chest, and watching the sensation pass. This is the rebound of the posture. It gives your body the time to absorb all of the benefits of the posture, both in mind and body. When you're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So your left leg can go long and your right foot can come to the inner thigh. You can start with a taller spine and then relax the leg. Try to find length as you just fold over. Not forcing yourself here, just finding that sensation, that first initial stretch. We're here for another 5 minutes. You can save your page and start to use your hands, straighten the arms, start lifting yourself away from the leg. Nice and slowly bring your hands behind your hips and unroll vertebrae at a time, rolling the shoulders back, open your heart space. Good. Now we're going to find butterfly pose. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and open your knees. If you are really rounded in your back and your knees are close up to your arms, then I'll recommend that you sit your hips up onto a block, and that will give you a lot more room and space for the knees to open. If you are just in butterfly on the ground, then I'll recommend putting blocks or anything, maybe blankets or a bolster underneath each knee. And this will really help trick the brain into realizing that the muscles are relaxed and they don't need to tense up. So as you're in the posture, you can relax a little bit more. You can start saving your page and make your way out of this pose just as slowly as you've come out of the other ones. Your hands can come to the mat. You can start straightening the arms. Feel each and every sensation. You can scoop your knees up together and just pause here. Our next posture is going to be a toe stretch. So you can start off by coming into a tabletop pose. Tuck your toes under and bring your hips towards the heels. Make sure that the weight is dispersed equally through all the toes and that your pinky toes aren't getting a little bit warped or anything. And you're more than welcome to just stay here with your book. Otherwise, you can start lifting yourself up, bring your shoulders over your hips, and you can read just like this, or you can come back down to the mat at any time. You shouldn't feel any pain, just a bit of discomfort. We're not in this pose for as long as we have been. And that is all for this yin posture. So set your book off to the side and return your hands to the mat if they're not. Carefully and slowly take the weight away from your toes. And we're just going to float the toes off the mat, not turning them in any direction, just relaxing them. And then bring the tops of your feet down to the ground. And not necessarily pushing, but just feeling the tops of your feet meet the mat. And then adding on, you can bring your hips to your heels, countering the stretch even more. Our next posture is for the ankles.
It's the reverse of what we were just doing. You may be good just as you are in this seat here, adding that pressure onto the tops of your feet. But if you don't feel anything, you can lean back on your hands and start lifting your knees. You can try bringing a block underneath your knees. See how that feels. But if it's too much, then feel free to just take it back out. We're going to be in this posture for the same amount of time as the toe stretch. You can close your book, set it off to the side. If you have a block here, just slide your knees off of it, take the block out. And now for our next posture, well, first we'll take the rebound of the pose. Bring your hands forward and just bring the weight off of the ankles. If it feels good, you can re-tuck your toes under. If you have high blood pressure for this next posture, you are more than welcome to take it seated. So what you're going to do is have your legs out in front of you. Feel free to bend your knees put blocks underneath and then fold forward. But you can also take this dangling. So if you have high blood pressure, do that one I was just showing you. But otherwise, we're going to take dangling pose or forward fold. Just spend a couple moments trying to relax. You can bend your knees a little bit, especially if you hyperextend. And then allow your head to round and curl inwards. You're not trying to look too far forward. I find that for this posture, the best way to hold the book is resting on your feet. At any time, if the inversion becomes too much, you're more than welcome to take it as caterpillar sitting on the ground. You can close your book and just set it off to the side. If you are in caterpillar, bring your hands to the mat and start pressing yourself up. And if you're in your dangling pose, bend your knees so you can plant your hands to the mat. And then very, very slowly, centimeter at a time, start bending into the knees and bring your hips all the way down to the mat. You can just take a neutral position for the rebound of the pose. Our next posture is going to be a seated pigeon. And there's a couple of options you can do here. First, have the left leg long and cross your right ankle on top of that thigh. And you can just bring a block underneath your right knee and stay as you are. If you don't feel anything, step your left foot down to the ground, but then try to relax your right foot and the muscles in your right leg. Your left hand will be kind of your support here, and you can hold the book with your right hand. But if you are close to a wall, then feel free to just lean your back up against that, and then you can relax a little bit more. This is what I'm going to be doing, I think. So get set up and enjoy. You can set your book off to the side. Now, if you are in your seated pigeon with your left leg long, then extend that leg. No. If you are in your seated pigeon with your left foot to the ground, then just extend it long. And we're going to come into a Gomukhasana pose. And so you're going to take your right leg, lift it up, and bring the knee on top of the left knee. You're more than welcome to stay here. Bring a block underneath your right thigh, or you can take full Gomukhasana or shoelace pose, bending the left knee and bringing it to your right hip as well. Sit up fairly tall through the spine and then allow the muscles to release. Don't try to tense them up. Don't try to stay in this position. If you need to, just take your left leg long once again. And you can close your book and set it off to the side. To come out of this posture, whether you're in double shoelace pose or just a single leg, lean back on your hands and unravel your legs. And you can either step the feet down or you can extend your legs long, whatever feels best. Find stillness and relax. Watch what's happening. Our next posture is seated pigeon on the other side. So start off with your left ankle crossing over the right thigh. And this is more than enough. If you feel enough stretch here, then stay here. Otherwise, you can step your right foot down and you have a lot of control walking your hands up closer or your foot closer, but you want to relax the right foot. Have it in a comfortable position, and leaning up against a wall is very helpful. When you're ready, we will get started. You can close your book and set it off to the side. We're going to find Gomukhasana or shoelace pose from here. Sliding your right leg long if you were in that double pigeon. And then bring your left knee to be on top of your right. You can stay just as you are, like this, your hands holding your leg or a block supporting the leg. Or you can bend at the right knee and settle yourself into your seat. Both hips grounded, no legs tensing up, muscles really tight, just relax. And if you can't, take your right leg long once again. And you can save your spot and lean back onto your hands. Extend both legs long and pause. What do you feel? We are going to take one last Yin Yoga posture, and we are going to come into Sphinx pose. So come onto the belly with your legs extended long behind you. Give yourself some time, especially considering the amount of time that we've been in folded poses. This will feel hopefully like a nice little release in the low back. And now you don't need to keep your elbows underneath your shoulders. You are more than welcome to slide further onto your belly with your hands further in front of you. Sometimes I like to prop a block underneath my torso, sort of the ribs, and that will take away some of the pressure from the elbows and the shoulders, so feel free to do that. We're here for 5 minutes, but if you need, feel free to take a break and lower all the way onto the belly and come back in when you're ready.
Closing your book. Slide any blocks out from underneath you and land on your belly in a neutral position. And you can start propping yourself back up. And you can lift the hips and find a child's pose. Allowing your spine to softly round. When you're ready, you can come up into a seat.
This is the end of our lovely and long, cozy Christmas read with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. Before we go and close off the practice, 3 things to comment below. First, what book you were reading and what drink you were drinking. And second, what you were up to today and yesterday. And then third, I was reading a page in the book here, and the main character says that she loves books, but thought that they were designed to be read, not worshipped. So are you a believer of keeping your books in pristine condition, or do you dog-ear the pages? Do you leave them open, spine out? I'd love to hear your opinion. I am definitely in the latter. I love a used, worn book. It feels like it shows all the love. Anyway, let's sit up nice and tall and close off this practice with a breath together. Inhale, you take your arms up overhead, and exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you, and knows that they are the same. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I will see you in the next one for day 8.